guys, so I'm on the way to go pick up this S2000, and it's about 4 hours from me, so it's not too bad. It's in West Palm Beach. So you guys saw the pictures, you saw me bidding on it, you see how much I paid for it. A lot of people think, you know, it's got a bad engine in it. I mean, it does say engine damage, fire. So my theory is that they couldn't open the hood. So you guys see some before pictures. COPART actually took before pictures before they tried opening the hood, and then they went and tried opening the hood, probably with the forklift, and they bent the support completely. The whole bumper brackets are bent, the hood's just completely messed up. I don't know why COPART would do such a thing, to be honest. They messed up the car. I mean, you know, my opinion is the hood latch cable burnt off as well, so they couldn't open the hood that way with the cable. So that's what probably happened. Guys, I made it to COPART West Palm Beach. This is actually their sub lot. I'm guessing the car's here. So I'm waiting for him to bring it out. We'll get her loaded up on this dolly here. And I brought my little battery pack with me. I'm gonna try to plug it in and get the miles for it. So hopefully, I know the key's inside, but I don't know the exact mileage. I guess because the hood was stuck closed, they couldn't put a jump pack on it. So I'm really curious to see what's the miles on this guy. So yeah, we're gonna wait for this forklift guy to come. Here she comes. I don't know if you guys can see that. Oh man, they got some kind of plastic all over it. Well, here's half the hood. The other part came out, and just as I thought, well, I didn't expect this actually, but it looks like it's an engine fire. I don't know if I'm just trying to open the windows. I mean, close the windows. Okay, let's see if I can get some power into here. I really doubt it since everything's burnt. Oh, I hear a beeping. Moment of truth, 131,000 miles. That's not too bad. I was just trying to raise this window. 131. Just looking around in here. I don't know why they couldn't hook up a battery pack to it and get this window closed. But yeah guys, it's an engine fire. I'm gonna try to take off this hood so I don't have to drive with it. It's just little 10mm bolts. There it is. Alright guys, I got it loaded up, strapped up. I got the steering wheel locked down so it's not going to turn while I'm driving, and it's locked into place because the keys aren't in it. Well, here's what I'm looking at. Look at all that wiring. It seems perfectly fine by the engine. All the wiring around the engine is fine. Nothing is melted. So I'm very curious why the fire started here. You see all those burnt grounds. Everything seems to point right here. Even the hood prop thing is really melted into a glob. The airbox, even right here, melted. Nothing right about here. So worst comes to worst, I'll have to get a new harness, chop it right there, and replace the front end harness, which is really just the headlights and all the evap emission stuff right here. So I don't know exactly what went wrong. We'll have to put this car up in the air to see. Once I get home, I'll do that. But the tires are almost brand spanking new Goodyear Eagle Sports. So I think I'm gonna disconnect the battery while I'm driving. So I think the battery's charged, which I didn't even check when I first got in here. I just went ahead and assumed that it wouldn't twist. I'm sure COPART wasn't allowed to, you know, start this thing or attempt to start it because of the fire damage. Yeah, it looks like the battery's fine. Alright guys, I finally got her home. I got her into the shop. By the way, this is my shop. It's actually my backyard. So this is a little walk around here. My front yard. I have a completely secluded backyard that I work out of, and this is I actually fit 4 cars in here. Bought this property last year. It's been an amazing place to work on these cars. So this was a tough task, taking it off this thing. I'll show you guys a video clip from my camera system of how I try to get the S2000 off by myself. That was fun. You see, I was trying to roll the car off it. So I put a piece of block underneath the front wheel, and then I drove the truck forward. And then you see I fell and it was a mess. Anyway, I almost ran into that truck, and then I had this Escalade over there, so I almost hit the Escalade and that truck with 2 cars. So that was fun. Anyway, it's finally here. It's in the shop. This is my shop. It's a little messy because I've been working on this Q50, my wife's daily driver Prius, which is still in the works right here. All right, I got the hood off. You guys can actually look at the damage. In this video, I will actually try and start this car. From what I've looked, I don't see anything scary to not try to start this. There's no water damage. There's no burnt wires on the motor. All there is just burnt wires coming to like the AC, the fan. There are certain burnt wires and things like that. I just cannot wait to see if this motor will start or not. This is what I'm really anxious about. So I went ahead and just pulled some of these relays out for like the, I don't know, condenser fan, the cooling fan, just in case, you know, I don't want them to go off right here and burnt wire, and then car catches on fire, shop burns down, Infinity goes down, Prius goes down, Escalade goes, yeah, we're not gonna think of that, but we're gonna attempt to start this thing. I pushed it in the shop myself, so I did not want to start it. I haven't attempted to start it yet. I'm gonna put the negative cable on. I've been kind of looking through this wiring that's burnt and charred. It's a little crispy. That's to the fan, that's burnt. This is a ground, so it being burnt doesn't really affect anything since it's a ground. Oh, there's just a loose wire right there. And yeah, basically this needs a wiring harness. I thought it would disconnect somewhere right here. Actually, it needs pretty much a whole engine harness. That'd be the simplest way to fix this. And of course, now I gotta fix this body damage. Not body damage, sorry, you can consider this frame damage, because this is the front support. This is where the hood latch sits, and the freaking people at COPART messed this all up completely for me, which, yay, thank you, COPART. You know, little things like that. Most important is if this thing runs or not. Okay, I'm gonna connect the negative cable. Okay, it's connected. From what I learned at COPART, this is actually still a good battery, so. Okay, keys are in it. Hopefully I don't mess up the ECU or something because of these burnt wires, but hey, I'm just gonna send it. I just need to figure out if this thing runs or not. All right. All right, I got odometer. Oh, the clutch is stiff. It's the first time trying the clutch. All right, clutch in. Woo! It started. Oh, something's burning. It runs. Whoa! She runs. That's what I was worried about. I was worried about, is this thing gonna start? I know there's electrical issues up in the front end, but absolutely nothing here. Absolutely nothing here was affected by the fire. Just as I thought, there was not an engine fire. I believe it had something to do with right here, because if the fire originated right here, all of this would be melted and all these wire. But I feel like it originated here. The intake got burned a little bit and it kind of spread through the front end. So yeah, she starts. This is going to be an amazing rebuild project, because this is what I was waiting for. I was like, if this thing starts, I will rebuild it. If the motor's locked up or if something's happened, it's going to go a different route. I'll part this car out because this car is worth it alone in parts. The seats are expensive, the top, and so forth. There's a lot of expensive parts on here. So yeah, basically in the next video, I will take this car and I'm going to wash it. Take a look at these body panels, see what's in good condition and what's not. I'm gonna take apart this wiring. I'm gonna take apart this whole front end and see if I can splice this wiring harness, or if I have to replace the whole wiring harness from the engine and back. If this is all it needs is a wiring harness, a couple front end parts, and you know, this part right here, this would be an amazing deal for this car.